Before coming to school today, my mother had specifically told me to call her with the results as soon as possible after the awakening ceremony. The call connected immediately. "Hello, who is this?" Sarah's voice came from the other end of the line. Ethan was using James Tassia's phone, so Sarah naturally didn't know who was calling. After all, Ethan wasn't usually trouble, so there was no need for the head of the teaching department to call his guardian. Afraid that Sarah would hang up, Ethan quickly said, "Mum, it's me, Ethan." "Oh, Ethan, the awakening ceremony is over, right? How did it go?" Sarah asked. Judging by Ethan's tone, it sounded like his awakening had gone very well. "I awakened an S-class superpower." Ethan got straight to the point. "Really?" In an instant, Sarah's rose several octaves, sounding incredibly excited. This wasn't a question, it was an exclamation. She had guessed the results would be good, but she hadn't expected them to be this exceptional. After her husband Tatas accident, Ethan had been her biggest worry. To her relief, Ethan hadn't given up on himself. Instead, he had become even stronger. Now that she knew Ethan had awakened an extremely rare S-class ability, she could finally rest easy. Wes, and teachers from the 4 top universities will be coming to the school this afternoon for special recruitment, Ethan added. Okay, Sarah repeated 3 times in a row, proving her excitement. "Mum will cook you a nice meal tonight to celebrate." "Okay, Mom." Ethan acknowledged understanding. "That's all, Ethan. I'm still at work, so I have to hang up now." After speaking, she ended the call. "James, thank you." Ethan handed the phone back. "You're welcome." James waved his hand, then walked to his desk, entered a login password, and turned on the computer. "Ethan, you can check the relevant information for the 4 prestigious schools here. The awakening crystal has been rushed over from the city. I'm heading to the awakening ceremony now, so I should get going." With those words, James quickly departed. Ethan was left alone in the huge office. Where should he even begin when researching information about the top universities? Ethan felt somewhat bewildered. Having no other option, he opened a short video platform to search. 10 minutes passed quietly. The results were varied and diverse, essentially. A said B was good, B said C was good, C said D was good, and D said A was good. It was just like his previous life when students from Beta praised Kinghua, and students from Kinghua praised Bida. Ethan had never attended university, so how could he possibly know where to start? It wasn't like his previous life, where he needed bunk beds, air conditioning, a large balcony, and a private bathroom. The 4 prestigious universities had already established their reputations. Those other things were simply not a concern. Similarly, there was no need to choose a major GAT since he awakened an Ice-type superpower. He would definitely attend an Ice-type academy. "I'll stop checking now. I should ask the system questions first." Ethan lowered his head and pondered. He suddenly realized that the system hadn't only gifted him the S-level superpower Ice and Snow Crown, but also 100 evolution points. What were these evolution points? What were they for? How could he acquire them? With these questions in mind, Ethan communicated with the system in his mind. The system responded quickly. "Evolution points can directly help you level up and enhance your skills. For details, please check the upward indicator on the system panel." After the system explained it to him, Ethan understood instantly. It was a very traditional online game mechanic of leveling up by defeating monsters. Upon opening the system panel, he indeed saw the detailed status display. His name was Ethan. He had accumulated 100 evolution points, and an S-rank special ability, Ice Crown, rested under his command. His current realm was awakener. His mental state measured 120 Hz, while his QI and blood stood at 210 calories. His marksmanship remained at the beginner level, though the upward indicator hinted at imminent progress. "Great, I love this kind of simple and straightforward cheat code." Ethan nodded in satisfaction. How did he obtain evolution points? Suppressing his excitement, Ethan continued to ask. The system explained. Defeat ferocious beasts to earn evolution points. Defeating ferocious beasts allows you to gain points, which you can then use to become stronger. Kill the ferocious beast. Kill the ferocious beast. Ethan muttered a few words. He now knew what his other criteria for selecting universities were. These ferocious beasts had invaded Earth years ago through underground passages. Now, the passage to the underground world was gradually stabilizing. And with the fortifications built by humans in the underground world, the creatures were being kept out of reach. Therefore, to save time, there must be another condition for choosing a university. The school must have a passage to the underground world. By piecing together fragmented information from conversations with classmates, Ethan realized that not all schools had underground passages. One reason was that the location of the passage was uncontrollable. Another reason was that student years were the golden period for improving one's strength. If something went wrong, it would be bad. It was better to wait until one's strength improved, such as reaching the second or even third levity, before entering the underground world. Currently, most people who entered the underground world to actively hunt ferocious beasts were social superhumans. They made their living by hunting and extracting crystals from the creature's bodies to exchange for money. Money might come quickly, but it could be lost at any moment. However, Ethan wasn't too afraid. After all, he was a player who used cheat codes. He would keep the evolution points for now. Having determined his direction, Ethan analyzed the 4 prestigious universities again. Having a clear goal definitely made things much faster. Within minutes, Ethan reached a conclusion. The schools that met this requirement were Tianquan Superpower University and Shenzhen Superpower University. Ethan remembered that both Shanghai University of Superpowers and Shenzhen University of Superpowers had 7th-level ice-type masters teaching there. Combining the two meant his initial choice was made. Shenzhen Superpower University. Search results popped up on the computer screen. Shenzhen Superpower University, founded in 1983, is located in Shenzhen City, Guangdong Province. The campus covers over 200,000 acres and comprises 21 colleges. It is renowned as one of the 4 famous universities, and is known for. You wouldn't believe it until you saw it, with a total campus area of over 200,000 mu. And this wasn't even in the capital city of Sichuan Province. How could there be so many zeros? A magnificent gate, technologically advanced buildings, a beautiful campus environment. As Ethan flipped through the photos on his computer, he silently thought about his future university life, and began to look forward to it. In his previous life, right after finishing his college entrance exams and choosing a major, he suddenly transmigrated to another world. I still have high hopes for going to university.